Everybody, and welcome to another edition of Tralee Culinary Gangsters. My name is Kevin O'Connor, and tonight we're going to be doing a nice Valentine's dish that we're going to be releasing on Valentine's Day. So the main course that I'm going to be doing for today is a pan-fried tournedos of beef with garlic mashed potatoes, ratatouille, and a mushroom and mustard grain white wine cream sauce. So what I'll do is I'm going to go through the steps of the ratatouille with you, because that's probably the most that people need to get to terms with, really. So what I've done is I've finely diced 1 red pepper, 1 green pepper, 2 small red onions, 2 tomatoes, a courgette, and I've also diced some aubergines, but they've gone into the pot already. And because the peppers and the green peppers, the red peppers and the onions are hard vegetables, what I've done is I've sauteed them off first, and afterwards then when they're soft, I add the tomatoes to get the juice and the flavour out of the tomatoes. And after that, I put in the tomato puree, 2 teaspoons of tomato puree, and then I put in courgette and aubergine, and 2 stalks of rosemary just for the flavour. And what you'll end up with is something that looks like this. So that is my ratatouille. It's really nice, tastes really fresh then because of the tomatoes, and I'll be looking forward to having some of that myself. Then what I did was I had to start on the mushrooms, the mushroom and the mustard grain sauce. So what I did there was I got some white wine. So I fried off some mushrooms. These are just regular chestnut mushrooms that you find in any store. I got some nice white wine, and I fried it off in a bit of garlic, put in the white wine, and all I do now is I will add some cream, like that. That's about enough cream. That's going to reduce down again until it's thickened. And when it's finished and thickened, what I will do is I will add in probably about half a teaspoon of the mustard, and that'll be enough to give it the flavour because the mustard is quite strong. So I'm going to crack on with the cooking, but I must say that in the meantime I've had the potatoes on cooking because they take the longest to cook, so I've had them cooking all along. Okay, so I'm going to crack on with the cooking, and I'll come back to you in a few minutes when I've got more stuff for you. Okay, so here we are again, folks, back on action, and I'm going to introduce you to the fillet of beef that I got from the butchers. You can get this from any butchers, and what it is literally the fillet of beef, and it's wrapped in cling film to make perfect circles, so that when you're cutting it, it'll turn out perfectly. So what we're going to do is take the knife, come in about 1 inch and a bit, and just cut straight down, and you want as many of these as you can. Lovely cuts of fillet. It's really tender. There's beautiful marble inside in it. You want the marble because the fat in the beef is actually where the flavour comes from when you're frying it. So we'll cut I'm going to cut 6 of these all together, and we have an extra one left over, so there's an extra portion here probably. So that will be our tournedos of beef. When you're frying off the beef, I know a chef that leaves the cling film on when he fries it. It keeps the shape perfectly. But me, I would prefer to take the cling film off, just like this. So that, they will be your portions. That's a portion there. And what I've done over here in the meantime, I have made the mashed potato, and I have added some spring onions to that and some garlic butter. So it's a garlic butter and spring onion mash. The white wine cream sauce is reducing nicely, and the ratatouille, the rosemary is sinking into that at the moment, and the flavour will be out of that very soon. So I will be back to you in 2 minutes, and we will move on to the next stage of cooking. So see you in 2 minutes. Okay, so welcome back, folks, and now I'm going to show you how I cook the beef. They're actually medallions, medallions of fillet beef, and what I do is I have a plate I have some extra virgin olive oil on the plate, and I have some salt, and I have some cracked black pepper. And all I do is take the beef, put it into the oil on either side, get it nicely flavored. Take another one, same thing, get it nicely flavored. Okay, and then I have my frying pan here. Frying pan is very hot. No, it's not. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my frying pan very hot. I'm just going to put the sauce here for a minute. We want the frying pan to get as hot as it can, so that the frying pan is just going to take a second to heat up. So I'll come back to you in 2 seconds. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so we're back at it again, folks, and this time I've remembered to turn the frying pan on. And as I was saying, you get the beef in the olive oil with the salt and the pepper, and what we're going to do then is bring it to the frying pan. No oil in the pan, no oil needed in the pan, and you literally seal it in at an extremely hot temperature. Get it as hot as possible. You want to seal in all the flavour from the beef. You want to make sure that the beef is sealed. That sealing it means it's in a hot pan. So you seal it on the outside so that the juices don't come out of it. The juices stay in while it's cooking. It's very important because it adds to the flavour. It's all about the flavour. You get a nice colour on it, like that. Doesn't need too much work. It's extremely tender. The beef fillet for me is the most tender cut of beef you can get. It's definitely one of my favourite cuts of beef. In the meantime, while that'll cook in the pan there, in the meantime, I'm going to bring you back to the plate and the way we're serving it tonight. And what I've done is I've made a few quenelles from the mashed potato. I'm then going to get the ratatouille, and this is the ratatouille that's beautiful in flavour, and I'm going to put this under like this. You don't need too much. You don't want to be full on Valentine's night. So that's the plate. You then take your beef fillet, maybe turn it again like that. Lovely. Out of the pan, just like that. Beautiful. Then you get a little bit of the sauce, some of the mushrooms, in here, and then just glaze around like this. You don't need too much because you don't want to take away from the flavour of the food. After that, got another little bit of rosemary here. Pop that in there like that. Some of the spring onions that we put into the mash earlier, put them around the plate. And there you have it, folks. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you for watching. Check out all the blog, check out all the feeds, TraleeCulinarygangsters.com. Check out our Facebook page and check out all the stuff that we're doing, and like and share as much as you can. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching.